It's almost 20 years and 4 generations. It was 1994 when the world first saw Toyota RAV4. At the time I wondered who needs a car which pretends to be an off-roader, but in fact it isn't. Of course, back then people who wanted off-roaders bought Toyota Land Cruisers, Nissan Patrols, Land Rover Defenders, not some toy to drive on the beach. 2 decades ago we also thought people bought off-roaders to do some off-roading. 20 years later, we know cars pretending to be off-roaders are best sellers and people buy them to easily fit their shopping and kids inside. During the recent presentation in Spain, we managed to find a road that wasn't tarmac, but even with front-wheel drive, the RAV4 managed without much of a problem. So, has the car changed compared to the previous generation?
With the 4th generation of the RAV4, and it's still alive and kicking. Alive and kicking, well, perhaps not with the 2-liter petrol engine, which on paper has 150 horsepower, and on the road it doesn't feel like it has that many. The 2-liter diesel, which on paper has 125 horsepower, feels much more potent, especially on these twisty roads. You can have the RAV4 with 4-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, and for most of the time 2-wheel drive is fine, of course. Yesterday we got into a bit of a mess. We went off the main road to take some photos, and well, it got a bit rough, and we could have used 4-wheel drive. Well, but we managed. So it's not something you really need every day. Today we are in a 4-wheel drive car, and this one comes with a sport button. And when you press the sport button, the 4-wheel drive acts proactively. It means that as I turn into a corner, some of the torque is going to the rear wheels actually before the front starts losing grip. So I can drive this car a bit more confidently, I would say. And yeah, I can feel the difference. It's well worth it, especially on roads like this. So yeah, this is the new RAV4, and go for the 4-wheel drive 2-liter diesel if I were you.
Interestingly enough, the cheapest RAV4 is priced close to similarly spec'd Avensis station wagon. And if you hated the tailgate opening in the wrong side, unless of course you had a right-hand drive car, then you'll be pleased to know that tailgate in the new RAV4 opens up, and in higher spec it can be operated automatically. The car is bigger than its predecessor, but as can be expected, it is no revolution. I think the Mazda CX-5 or the new Honda CR-V make a more interesting proposition.